Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, grown man, business. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. What it do, what it do, what it do. Tap in, gang. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's get in tune. I'm not gonna make this a long one. I'm not gonna make this a long one, but I definitely wanted to tap in. You feel what I'm saying? And I wanted to talk about Adam 22. Let's talk about Adam 22, my G. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about Adam 22, man. I definitely rock with well, I did rock with the No Jumper podcast. I watched it like everybody else. But recently, when you become exposed to the knowledge, when you become exposed to what's behind the smoke and mirrors, you feel what I'm saying? Once you get the knowledge, man, you can't run from it. Salute, salute, salute. You can't run from the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? And let's talk about Adam 22. Now, first and foremost, Adam 22's real name is Adam Gran Mason. Adam Gran Mason. Now, this shit get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. When you scratching the surface, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We definitely scratching the surface. You feel me? And I didn't wanna pre-record this one. I wanted to go live with this one. I wanted to go live because I just think that I've been saying this for a long time. I always talk, to the subs and the investors about this. I always lock in about the higher ups and the elites. The higher ups and the elites. You understand what I'm saying? And Adam's real name is Adam Gran Mason. You understand? So let's break this down. I don't want to stay long. I don't want to stay too long. I'm probably gonna do a pre-recording on this. I don't want to stay too long. But what is a guy with the name Adam Gran Mason doing in hip hop, doing within our culture? How does a guy with the name Adam Gran Mason end up, top of the top when it comes to our culture? And this is what I mean when I say the higher ups and the elites. Adam 22, you got to understand something. Salute the T-Rail, salute the AD. You know what I mean? Like I said, I did rock with that channel. And y'all gotta, I'm trying to figure out, is y'all gonna continue to rock with that channel? Y'all gonna stay on this channel knowing what this dude is into now? I mean, he been into it, but I guess it's just now being exposed. But Adam 22's real name is Adam Gran Mason. That's gonna be, listen what I'm saying. That's gonna be a whole nother angle because I definitely gotta tap in, right? But I think that's weird, right? That black men do that as well. And I think that it's outrageous that, look at Adam Gran Mason. Look at Adam Gran Mason. He knows everything about AD. He knows everything about T-Rail. He knows where they're from. He knows what hood they're from. He knows a bunch of their friends. He rubs shoulders and he smokes with them and he chills with them. He provides opportunity for them, right? At the same time of having that upside down cross tattooed on his face. At the same time of wearing shirts with the devil and a 666 on it. At the same time having a whole Baphomet tattooed on his hand. He hangs with these black dudes from the hood. He rocks with them. He chills with them. He knows a lot about AD and T-Rail, but AD and T-Rail don't know a lot about him. You understand what I'm saying? And it's always like that. It's always a situation where you have these people from other cultures coming into our culture, infiltrating our culture, monetizing and capitalizing off our culture, and we don't even know. We so loose with the culture that we just let anybody come in that we don't even be knowing who these dudes are. We don't be knowing who these. So Adam 22. Like I said, I like his channel. I rock with his channel, right? But you start doing some research and you start getting some knowledge and you start realizing that Adam 22 is not who he has been made out to be. Adam 22 last name is Gran Mason. That is very telling. What is a guy with the last name Gran Mason doing in the middle of a hip hop community? What is he doing in the middle of a bunch of, ex-gang members or whatever they are, active, non-active gang members out in Cali, black guys? What is he doing around them? And then, like I said, these guys don't know a lot about Adam, obviously, because the culture we come from, is a spiritual culture. Facts. The truth is, salute to the truth is. Salute to that man. Salute to that channel. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't know. And me, I'm a fellow content creator, my G. You already know what time it is when it come to Grown Man Bennett TV. You already know how we give it up. So I like to surf the net. I like to surf YouTube. I get a little, I like to be, I'm up there. And I ran across that video. And then I ran across the response that Adam gave homeboy. You feel what I'm saying? The truth is he told him this and he called it a conspiracy theory. And I thought it was too, because like I said, I rock with No Jumper like everybody else. But then when he said that Adam's name was Adam Gran Mason, you got some explaining to do. And then Adam is an atheist. See, again, I'm gonna go in multiple different angles, but this is live. This is a live stream, so we just moving around, right? But this guy Adam gets to hang out with all the drug dealers. He get to hang out with all the black guys. He get to learn the lingo. He get to be brought into the culture. He get a stamp from the culture to make him official. He got all these black guys surrounding him, and he's the ringleader. You understand? He's creating all these opportunities for these guys. And what happens is you start thinking like, man, these guys creating opportunity for me. He's a homie. He's cool with us. We gonna rock with him. And you look past the upside down cross on his face. You feel what I'm saying? You look past the shirts with the devils on it and the 666s and the money, and you look past all that he wears. You look past the Baphomet on his hand. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's opportunity being presented to you. And that's the higher ups. His last name is Gran Mason. He's only learned from the higher ups and the elites. He's learned from the higher ups and the elites. And this is no bash. This is no, this is respectfully when it comes to Adam 22. Like I said, I like this channel, but I can't rock with that, big dog. And something told me to go live because I feel like this. In the day and age we live in, you don't have to say out of your mouth, I'm rolling with evil. You don't have to say out of your mouth, I worship this, or I'm a part of this, or this what it is. But your decisions that you make will draw a line in the sand for you. Cool, right? Okay, well that might be an angle, but all I'm saying is Crip or Blood, I peeped that he's done surrounded himself with us. He surrounded himself with us, and his name is Adam Gran Mason. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then, again, looking at the video, salute the truth is. Go check the video out on the channel, The Truth Is, right? When Adam had that bald cut, he had that look. He had that look of one of them dudes. If I seen him in the street, I would think he was one of them dudes, one of them people. You understand what I'm saying? ABAC, Aryan Brotherhood, that type of thing. Because with the bald cut, with the tattoos, and you can see something in him. Masonry, exactly, right? But with the cut he has now, it's like a disguise, man. It make him look laid back like a surfer dude, real cool. He doesn't look threatening and nothing like that. He got his hair laid to the side. You know, he got the whole Clark Kent joint. And again, the disguises, my G. Now, yeah, you hear that? When you get to talking about that real, when you get to bringing that real, and you doing it in that manner, it's gonna awake the ancestors, man. I feel like that's the ancestors talking, bruh. We being awoke. How is it? So again, bro, these people come into our culture, they learn us, and then you could look at AD and you could look at AD and look at T Rail and tell they don't know the depths. They don't know the depths. You feel what I'm saying? Who they dealing with homie. Another thing is, well, homie, his father was in bed with Bill Clinton. And when I say in bed, I don't mean literally. You know what I'm saying? I mean his father was doing business. He was rubbing shoulders with the likes of Bill Clinton. And when he was asked about it by AD, no, I think it was T. Rail that asked Adam about that, or something of the likes of it, right? He said out his own mouth, like he was downplaying it, like, oh, my dad did a little work for the party. He did a little work for the party, little local work. He was a little guy. But why don't we know this already? Why, like, you sit there and kick it about drugs, this, rap, black, this, black, everything within our culture. But why we don't know that your pops and your uncle helped the Clinton, was a part of the Clinton party. You was going to real Democratic parties with Bill Clinton. Like all the big Masons, my dog, all the big dog. Your name is Gran Mason. That's like the top. That's like the leaders. That's like the higher ups in the elites, my G. Yeah, again, let me say this, right? When I was watching T. Rail press Adam, I felt it, because that's what we come from, bro. In our community, in our culture, we don't deal with no, like, I ain't never seen none of my homies as kids or nothing wearing shirts with devils on it. I ain't never seen none of my homies growing up wearing shirts with devils on it, having upside down crosses. Bruh, Adam said when he got pressed about the tattoo, he said out his own mouth, he said, I was just at a tattoo convention and, somebody getting some ink and, I just got the first tattoo. So the only tattoo in the whole world, the only tattoo in a whole damn tattoo convention that you could thought or think to get, the only tattoo in a whole tattoo convention that you could think to get was a devil Baphomet on your hand, my G. Like I said before, you can't expect people, a dude's not gonna come out and just say, yo, I'm a hater, bro. You got to prove he a hater. This dude not gonna come out and say he worships the other side. I don't even like to say the D word. I don't like to say that word, but it is what it is. We was all indoctrinated with it. But he worships the other side. He wears it on his clothes. He has the upside down cross. His last name is Gran Mason. He got a fucking Baphomet on his hand, a devil face. And the only reason he could even claim to get it is because he was at a convention. So you ain't think to get nothing else. You went to a tattoo convention, you got some ink about to get put in you, and the only thing you could think of was a devil face on your hand, bro. That tells it all. That tells it all. And it is what it is. That is Adam's prerogative. If you know what I'm saying, his family is tied up in this shit. He's deep. It makes all the sense now how a heavy metal rock and roll porn star loving type of dude could get within our culture and monopolize off it and capitalize off it and monetize off it. Because we don't protect what's ours. We open it up for everybody to come in. I'm talking about Asians, Filipino, everybody. I wouldn't care, Chinese, everybody. Goddamn, everybody can get in. If you can emulate our culture enough for us to be impressed, we'll let you in. You understand what I'm saying? And that gotta change, my G. Because he's obviously worshiping the other side. He doesn't believe in any God. He doesn't believe in a God. and it's not, see, when you are atheist, right? That's saying like you don't believe in God, but you don't have to, but you're not necessarily, if you don't believe in God, you're not gonna, that doesn't mean you're gonna wear devil stuff like 666 shirts and upside down crosses and Baphomets on you. You're not gonna get tattoos of devil stuff because because you're an atheist. That just means you don't believe in a God. But when you say you're an atheist, you don't believe in a God, but then you go get these tattoos and you start showing these symbols all over. You get these symbols tattooed on you. That means you don't believe in God, but you're not just an atheist, but you worship the other side. You worship the other side. Cool. Your prerogative. Now, my question right here is for AD and T-Rail. Because again, like I was saying earlier, in our culture, we don't grow up like that, bro. We don't play with Ouija boards. We like let me give you a prime example. Like, salute to OG Percy. Shout out to OG Percy, right? OG Percy, if you notice, could talk the most gangsterous of gangster, and then he could turn around and talk about church. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Yizzo. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. But again, like I was saying, right? OG Percy. In our culture, we don't play with that. So my point is, like, the killers of the killers, the most gangsterous of gangster, still have connections to the church. They still have connections to spirituality. You understand spirituality? They still have connections to a higher God, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? So my point is, we don't play with those type of energies, my G, in this culture. In this culture. And like I said, you know, the dude that kills the most the killers in our culture went to Sunday school back when they was kids. You understand what I'm saying? They were ushers. So in our culture, we don't play with those things. So it's wild to me to watch these wild, you know, when it comes to like Cali culture, man, it's always something. It's always something when it comes to it. But to watch these Crips, because somebody just said, all these Crips, all these young black males hanging around this one white guy that's basically worshiping the other side. Now that, and I'm sure they're gonna say too, like AD and T-Rail, I'm sure they're gonna say like, yo, we didn't know. I didn't know that homie, you know, I didn't know. That's why we was questioning him. Cool, I'ma rock with that. I'ma just say that you didn't know what the cross on his eye meant, upside down cross. You saw the devil thing on his hand, but maybe you just didn't know it. I don't know, maybe you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And then like all the devil shirts that he wear, y'all just look past that because maybe he's like a white guy, he's kind of quirky, he does his own thing, he moves at his own pace. But now that y'all know, because you can't deny the truth when the truth is in front of you. You can't, that's one thing about it. You can't deny the game when it's spilled out, bro. You can't deny it is what it is. That's why I always say it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times. But now that you guys know that Adam Gran Mason, because his last name is Gran Mason, that shit is crazy to me, cuz. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That shit blows my mind. His last name, nigga, you ever heard somebody with a last name like that? You ever met somebody with a last name like that? These niggas. So, T-Rail and AD, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna stay down? Because it don't matter how many times you say who you worship, or, you know, because I seen AD say, yo, I worship God. You know what I'm saying? I represent God. Nigga, I don't play with none of that. And that's cool. I believe AD, and I respect him, and I respect all that. But it don't matter what you push, because the umbrella is no jumper. The umbrella is no jumper. The umbrella is Adam 22. The umbrella is no jumper. So whatever you push is only going to catapult no jumper to the highest. You might go up too, but I'm talking about to the highest level. And if what you're pushing the umbrella is a white guy that worships the other side. You have chosen a side if you stay. You have chosen a side. That's why it all makes sense to me now. It didn't really, I mean, I just thought it was what it was, like everybody else. White boy somehow came up, he got a little building, he started from the scratch. I seen him do the XXXTentacion interview. He built his platform up and he brought his niggas with him. But now, knowing that his last name is Gran Mason and everything else, is like, okay, oh, you thought I couldn't see through the smoke and mirror. Oh, you thought I couldn't see you. Oh, so what you do is you monopolize, you capitalize, and you monetize off our culture. Because why don't you talk about your culture? Why? It's a whole like economy ecosystem of people that love what Adam 22 loves. Because he doesn't just, it's not about hip hop. He loves like porn. He loves the devil worshiping. He loves the Masonic, all that stuff. He loves that as well. But what you do is you monopolize and you capitalize off the easiest culture to infiltrate, which is ours. The most profitable as well. The most profitable. Yeah, our culture is contagious. Our culture is contagious. You understand it? You caught the bug. And you come in and you provide opportunity. You provide jobs. You got everybody. See, when it comes to our people, if you extend the olive branch, if you extend the helping hand, man, the majority of us, man, we gonna grab it, man. Niggas came from nothing. I remember that. I remember how I felt. I didn't have to think, I didn't have to do that. That's why I could talk how I talk on this thing. I got everything these niggas got and more, and I didn't have to take an olive branch from nobody. Nobody saved me. I did this shit by myself. Nobody saved me. So now that I'm up, can't nobody reap the benefit. Can't nobody say they helped me. Can't nobody. That's gonna be a whole nother video when I'm gonna talk to you youngsters. But Adam Gran Mason 22. Oh, Adam Gran Mason 22. He provided jobs for AD. He took these Crip members out the hood. He gave them opportunity. His platform is huge. He has a huge platform. How did he get so big in our culture and get all these subs? You got all our real people doing YouTube and getting these videos and doing our thing. But you got this white guy, he's in our culture and if you notice, we're not there. There's nobody of his stature that look like us in his culture. Yeah. I'm not gonna make this a long video. I'm gonna do 30 minutes with y'all, so I got another 7 minutes. I wanna make another, I wanna tap into something. Secondly, I'm gonna tap into that, but I just wanna say before that, AD and T-Rail, man, y'all already see what it is. Y'all gonna stay down with it. Y'all rocking with that? Y'all aunties and mamas and everybody, they wouldn't respect that. Or maybe did y'all already sell out? Did y'all already cross that? Did y'all already cross through the door? Was that a hoax what y'all did the other day? When y'all was questioning Adam, do y'all already know the answers? Or y'all be around him all the time? Y'all never questioned him about that in private? Yo, man, what you got those? What the fuck? Why you do that? This motherfucker said he went to a tattoo convention. You know how many millions of tattoos he could have got? This nigga got a Baphomet on his hand. Yo, I don't be on, I watch the shows and all that, but I ain't never seen Adam in person. I never knew he had those tattoos on. I would have seen that shit. I unsubscribe, bro. I'm good. I love the content too. It's gonna be hard not to watch it, but I don't fuck with none of that. I'm not, nah. I can't rock with none of that. You understand what I'm saying? And it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. When you scratching the surface, it's always deeper than rap. So I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna leave this video up, you know what I'm saying? And Adam Gran Mason, you got some explaining to do, my G. Like, you should really go in depth on this. Your daddy got a pardon from Bill Clinton. Yeah, you was in there deep, cuz. This shit ain't like, listen what I'm saying to you. This shit ain't like Donald Trump giving, motherfucker hear a part and they think about Kodak Black or some shit. Oh, yeah, the president's, nah, nigga. That's some real Donald Trump shit that happened with Kodak Black and a few dudes that got Bill Clinton back in the day before before the internet, before when they really had control over the media. Oh, they really had control over the media then, back in them days. Newspapers, TV, all that shit. Yo, daddy got a pardon for Bill Clinton. That's some explaining you should. You should explain. That's very interesting, my G. That's way more interesting than anything these gang members, Crip Mac, any of these porn stars that you bringing up there. Let's talk about you, Adam. This is fucking No Jumper is your show. Let's dissect this shit, my G. You need to explain this shit. You got some explaining to do. And you got to understand when it comes to our culture, you can't just say, oh, you just went to a tattoo convention and got a devil tattoo on you, dog. It got to be deeper than that. I mean, you could just say that, but you got to know we don't believe you. You need more people. We don't believe you. You need more people. That shit that didn't make any sense. I'm not even going to call you a liar, but bruh, you went to a convention and got a fucking devil. All right. What about those shirts that with the devils on them? You got an obsession with the devil? Do you just like look like that's what you like? Because you got shirts that you bought with the devil and shit all on it. And then I'm just saying, like, if you really dig into it, and then you got to look at a dude. Now that we know this, salute to Real Young, I appreciate it highly, my G. Now that we know this, go and now look at young Adam 22. Look at his videos. Now that you can see him through this lens, now that all the smoke and mirrors has been cleared, and now we can see who he is, y'all. We can see exactly who he is. This nigga last name is Gran Mason. What the fuck? You don't have to explain that? Hey, bruh. Gran Mason, bruh. That's some, yo. You could have told me your last name was Jordan. I'd be shocked. Like, damn, Michael Jordan? Yeah. But if you say Gran Mason, I'll be like, Gran Mason? Gran Mason? Nigga, you got some explaining to do, cuz. Yeah, man. I don't care. Listen, let me just say this. I don't care how. Listen what I'm saying. Yes, Gran Mason. You ain't never met nobody. Google, look it up. Go look at the Truth Is a YouTube channel. Salute to the Truth Is YouTube. This shit is powerful, my G. It's powerful. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, not trying to say it like in that way, right? Because I'm gonna address something else. But like, I'm not gonna say I didn't like Adam. I just felt like he was out of place. Like, the shit didn't make sense. It never made sense to me. But again, like I say, I'm not from Cali. And what I've been learning through this whole journey of YouTube, one thing I did learn, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Cali got some wild politics just all around. Like gang shit, Hollywood, everything is out there. The city of angels and shit. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles. The Los Angeles. It's deep when it come to Cali. And I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then, you see it and you like, damn, this nigga, I mean, not just I come out of nowhere, this nigga came out all the way up. And then, and there's nothing wrong with that because, again, our culture, we obviously don't protect it. We let anybody come in. If a white boy can rap and he can really rap and shit and he can do some shit, hey, man, come look at this. He's a part. We let everybody in. Yeah, the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? And I salute the West Coast. I've been to Cali. I've been on Slauson. I've been to the Marathon Store 2016. I stayed on Crenshaw, stayed on Slauson, all over L.A., Vegas, drove to Vegas the 4-hour drive. I'm talking about all over. I done Staples, everything. You feel me? But like I said, with this whole YouTube thing, I start learning, doing certain videos and having certain content and being boxed with a certain certain content creators. I start learning a lot of politics in Cali, not just gang shit. So when I seen Adam, I was just thinking like, he looked like a biker. He could be like a biker or something. All them people intermingle out there. So you got Adam 22. I was thinking like maybe he blew up first. He put all his homies on. I seen, people go up there and say, yeah, AD's an official tissue out there in the West Coast. AD anti-rail official tissue. So I'm like, damn, he rocking with some real ones. You know what I mean? And he's surrounded by Nick, like Crip Mac, all these different personalities that come from the culture. Crip Mac Samoan, but I mean like just the culture. These people come from the streets. They come from gangs. They come from the inner city. They're minorities. And then you got this white guy, like and I don't try to put a title on white is white, you know what I'm saying? But you have all different type of white people, just like you have all different type of black people. So I don't know if he's like a Jewish person, or I don't really know, but I just know you have this white guy that when you see him with a bald head, looks like Aryan Nation, it's ABADAC. Look like some brotherhood shit to me. If we was in jail and that nigga had a bald head, I would automatically know he with them people. Cool. But what is he doing with these guys? That was never none of my business. Maybe they was cool. Maybe they locked in before. Maybe I don't know. It's none of my business how they clicked. But once you start adding the devil worshiping type stuff, the other stuff worshiping the other side, now I'm looking at AD and T-Rail like, and when the way T-Rail was questioning him, I respected that. That's how I would have questioned. That's why you got that. Come on, my G, that don't make sense. I would have questioned him too. But now after you question him, we got to question y'all. What side y'all on? Who you riding with? You can't say you rocking with God, or you can't if you rocking with him. And just like any other scenario when it come to them people, or not just them people, but when it come to those energies, right? They gonna present opportunity. They gonna present the goods of this world, the wealth of the world. They're gonna present these things to you. And they're gonna come rock with me. Yeah, I got this upside down cross on my eye. I got the Baphomet on my hand. It's a whole devil right there. But don't worry about that. You got a job here, right? You eating good. You taking care of your family. Everybody that dealing with AD, dealing with me, we eating. So you don't mind if I wear this shirt, right? You don't mind if I manipulate the narrative and shit with the thumbnails and like the whole thing he did. Watch the interview with him and DC Young Fly. Like this nigga was really Adam Gran Mason was really like combative. And he was very argumentative. And he was very, you know what I'm saying, defensive and, you know, battling with DC Young Fly about worshiping God, like worshiping, like what side you on? You feel me? You got to pick a side, my G. You can't, it is what it is. And like I said earlier, I'm not going to stay too much longer, but like I said earlier, a lot of the times you guys, you end up picking the side you on without even saying it. The shit you believe, the thing, you know, the shit you will accept. That's how the higher ups and the elites pick them out. Pick the puppets out and bring them in to control the narrative. Because if you're willing to accept me wearing this and wearing that, then what else are you willing to accept? Maybe I get you to one of these parties in the Beverly Hills up there with the other Grand Maces, and we spike your punch, and then we see just how far you're willing to go. Oh, yeah. It be like that. It be like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to stay long on that. But Adam 22, man, I don't know, man. I think you do a video or something, man. Explain some of this shit. Your daddy got released, released from prison or jail because he was doing work for Bill Clinton. Your uncle was deeper with Bill Clinton. Yeah, he was all in cahoots with Bill Clinton in the campaign. Yeah. Hold on.
No, Grandma was just wondering.
Oh.
What's calling you?
I'm gonna call you in 5 minutes, Mom. Okay. I love you. Yeah, that's my dudes checking on me. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta explain that. Your peoples was in bed with Bill Clinton. This shit is way more interesting than anything I've seen you do. I don't care what gang member you interview. I don't care how deep into the street politics you talk and you get. I don't care how many porn stars you would bring onto your channel. If you would explain that with your pops and your uncle and Bill Clinton, and then go into depth about your name, and then go into depth about your family history. See, that's one thing before I leave, guys, I just, shout out to all 32 people that's in the building, all 33 people in the building. We locked in. But what I feel like needs to start happening, right? Because I see that it's a problem. It's one thing that can help really like bring a lot more to the forefront is that when you hanging with you, because I got friends, I got all different color friends. You understand? I deal with all different type of people, right? Salute. Have conversations with them because I could see it was obvious that AD and T-Rail they do not know this nigga's history. They do not know him for real. They was like, why did you do this? And yeah, man, I was wondering. They picking his brain now, looking at him. Let's dig into his family history. And what happened is if you talking like the Caucasian guys, white men and shit, or even white women, they don't ever talk about their history, bro. It's never, you ever been around a white person, they just start breaking down like they family, like line, they family tree. They don't. Because the further they go back with that shit, the more dark it get, bro. Trust me. We already know about all the killing. We know about that. But I'm talking about the Grand Masonaries, all that shit that we be talking about, the higher Eruption, all that shit. When you get to digging into their family, they grandfathers, these niggas be hanging with us, and they grandfathers is like top you understand what I'm saying? Top Masons. Top higher up in elite. They in there. We be hanging, you be around one of their great grandkids and shit. You don't even know it because we don't never ask these white people like, where y'all from? Where they, like they'll know us though. And that was a prime example of what I gave earlier. Adam 22 know everything about T-Rail. He know everything about AD. He know where they from. He know they homies. He know they mama. He know what they sister. He know where their house was at. They stayed in Compton. He know everything about these niggas, but we don't know. They don't know nothing about him. They just know he Adam 22. He grew up such and such, such and such. They don't know that nigga daddy. They don't know his connections. They don't know nothing about Adam 22. Trust me. And we don't know nothing about half the people that we be around, like when it comes to those people. They know about us though. They know, your uncle was a crackhead and you and your people, but they know our shit don't come from when the higher it go up in the chain, in the tree, in the family tree on our side, it don't bring no power and shit like that for the majority of us. But for the majority of them guys, for the majority of Caucasian people, for the majority of white people, and this is respectfully, when you dig into their motherfucking background, all you gotta do is get to their granddaddy. They daddy and they granddaddy. These motherfucking, they daddy top Masons, Grand Mason. Their granddaddy had a fucking whole plantation. These motherfuckers come from shit. Like I said, the further back you go into their history, it get dark, but in a different way than ours. Ours is like slavery and shit that happened to us. Theirs is like things they did to other people. They can't talk about it. They can't talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that for a lot of us, people you work with, people you go to school with, white people that we play basketball with, that we real cool with. This nigga granddaddy is top Grand Mason. Matter of fact, you ain't even know his last name, Grand Mason. We been working with this nigga, doing videos and podcasts, and motherfucker, we been doing podcasts. We been goddamn doing shows. We got the morning after show, the morning in December show, the Monday morning show. Oh, we done got, he done put us in the opportunity to eat. Everybody eating. But we don't even know this nigga last name. Cause if AD and T-Rail knew this nigga know his last name and still fuck with him, that already put you on the side you on. That's what I mean when I say you could be on the side you on without choosing it, without saying it. It's deep, it's wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's the same thing with this YouTube. That's why I play this YouTube shit very carefully. Very carefully. I talk a certain way. I articulate myself in a certain way. I'm working on it, and I'm sure, I try to be sure that not goddamn, you feel what I'm saying, attack people through this shit, because it's a portal. I told you can go back in my old videos. I was telling y'all this shit is a portal. This is a portal for your initiation. So again, this is a prime example of how it happens when I told people it's not what you think all the time. It's mad ways to do this shit. You see he wearing Man, when I was growing up, nobody wore shirts with the devil on it, bitch. I ain't never. When you ever seen somebody buy a shirt that you know in the hood, your mama, your auntie, or whoever in the hood with a fucking devil on it, or Lucifer, or a Baphomet, or some shit on it? Fine, I'll wait. It don't happen in our culture. So when you get to dealing with other people from other realms and other cultures, and you see that they into pedophilia, they into worshiping the Baphomet, or they into that shit, and you accept it, now you have been inducted. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The shit. I'm just giving my perspective on it. Because he exposed them politically in a politically correct way. The shit he did, he got receipts and shit. He did it that way. I'm just coming from multiple different angles because he didn't approach it like I'm approaching it. That's why this is Grown Man Business TV. He didn't ask what T-Rail and them is gonna do. See, whoever doing those videos for the truth is, they not of this culture. He's not black. He's not of this. So he exposed them. And I salute him. I love the channel. But after he's exposed, then what? T-Rail, these is from the culture. This is from my culture. So I'm addressing them. I'm talking about Adam 22 and everything. But then it's like, what y'all gonna do? Y'all big enough to do your own thing. So now the doors are being. I'm only doing that to walk y'all up to one of the initiate. This is a prime example right in front of your face taking place. Now, if these dudes continue to rock with Adam, no honey, and they make up whatever they say, hey man, we don't believe whatever they say. You all should know where they stand at. That's it. And it's respectfully, it is what it is. Nigga, you couldn't bring Adam AD to your mama house. Hey, look, you bring this nigga. Well, I ain't even gonna even say because these dudes young, so they mamas is younger. I ain't talking about like I don't know how old they mamas is, but I'm talking about like a certain type of mama, like my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm older. I'm sure I'm older than AD and T-Rail. So my mama probably older than they, whatever, right? But I'm an 80s baby. Nigga, in the 90s, you couldn't have came to my mama house. I couldn't bring you to my mama house like that now. That's just I couldn't dare bring it no nigga like that, the white boy to my mama. I couldn't hang with you, man. I can't hang with you, man. I can't bring you to my mama. It ain't no motherfucking way. I couldn't be seen outside. You got devil tattoos and shit all on you. What you gonna shake my people hand with the devil head? Come on, man. I can't fuck with you. Nah, man. Yeah, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't, he exposed AD, but now what about everybody around him? Yeah, I don't know, man. Gothic, I remember seeing Gothic people when I was in high school. Salute the local trees. What it do, my G? It's been a minute since I went live, but anytime I go live, you catch it. So salute. But Gothic, I don't know, man. I never seen Gothic people, but I haven't been around a lot of them. But when I was in school, the Gothic people didn't have tattoos of the devil shit on them. They didn't have tattoos or upside down crosses, and they didn't wear shirts shit with devils and shit on it when I was in school. They had like black. They would wear like all black. It'd be like some weird. It was weird. It was like weird like that, but it was like all black. The shit Adam 22 is doing is worshiping the other side, my G. And that's another thing I don't like. If that's what you doing, just say it. These niggas is Crips. They gang members. They don't say, hey man, well, I got jumped in, but it's kind of like, not like that, but this and that. Nah, nigga, the nigga got jumped in, he a Hoover. He got jumped in, he this, he a Compton this, he woo woo woo. Nigga, you got tattoos of devil shit on you. You a motherfucking, you worship that shit. You can't tell me all these weird ass excuses. That's why I'm telling you. Look at Adam now. Just watch his body movements and his mannerisms and his facial expressions and shit. Like homie is, and he's the ringleader. Look at this nigga. He's the fucking ringleader of this whole little circus of no jumper. He's the ringleader. That's what I'm talking about. That's when it gets scary, when these motherfuckers give you opportunity. These motherfuckers give you a job. They pay you good. What was that movie called? When a boy was a lawyer and he had made the deal with the devil, and the devil gave him all the, you understand? It's like that. It's like I was like, damn. I'm like, damn. I thought, but now I kind of see. So why won't you surround yourself with people that think like you, like minds? Why don't Adam know 22? Devil's Advocate, amazing movie, my G. Amazing movie. Amazing movie, man. Keanu Reeves, I think, was in it. Amazing movie, God. I used to watch it all the time. You feel me? So you don't think it's weird that nobody else has these tattoos? Nobody else has this connection? Like, why isn't it anybody? Like, it's nobody that he surrounds himself with on the No Jumper podcast that's in cahoots and like-minded. That's what these niggas do. They manipulate and create the narrative, bro. And then they surround themselves. They surround themselves with certain people, with certain motherfuckers, and they put the pieces in place, and then they push the narrative. And then they'll even let you push your narrative, but it'll be under my narrative, under the umbrella narrative. Al Pacino, classic movie, my G. So it don't matter if you believe in God. It don't matter if you believe in you worship God, right? If you working on that platform that like that, you chose a side, my G. You chose a side. In the face of the enemy, you chose a side. That's what basically is. That's what that is. So, I ain't gonna make this a long one. I only was gonna stay 30 minutes. Stay the extras 15. Hey, look, I wanted to say this too. Salute to everybody in the DM. Salute to everybody in the comments. Salute to everybody subbing. I did a video earlier where I was talking about American terrorists. And in this video, I said that, Caucasian males between the ages of 18 and 30, not all Caucasian males, not all, but, what I'm saying, a certain portion of them, what I'm saying, are considered, should be considered a terrorist on American soil. And I've been getting a lot of wild feedback about that. You know what I'm saying? People, and that's just because all of the mass shootings is always like every now and then it's another, it's like a Filipino person or this person or that person. But in American history, it's always been like Caucasian white guys between the ages of 18 and 30 that shoot up these establishments and kill all these people and do it in a racial way, like kill black people or these people or that people. You feel what I'm saying? So. And I've been getting a lot of people, speaking on that. I've been getting a lot of people that have opinion on that. So if you ain't seen the video, go check it out. But I just wanted to say that, like I said, I try to make all videos. I really put thought into just making sure that I'm not attacking anybody. The channel's grown a lot. I'm like 200 videos in. I'll be making mad videos and shit. I just be doing videos all the time, for the most part. And a lot of my older videos, I feel like it was like that, but they was older videos. The channel's grown, right? And it's really, the tongue is powerful. The words are spells. You got to be careful how you use them. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. What up? What up? You got to be careful how you spew these words. And that's for everybody. The tongue is the sword. That shit is real. You got to be careful how you say things, even if you don't think you saying them, because the way you saying them, this shit's gonna boomerang. You feel me? So, like, even with that video, I was contemplating, I was like, man, maybe I'm gonna take it down. But I just figured I'll leave it up for a few more minutes. Or maybe I'll leave it up for good, whatever, right? Because it's not really attacking, and I'm not saying all white males and all white people, but just like in our culture, you got black males. Now, we all deem thugs until we proven that we're not a thug. I don't care how it looks. If I got a beard, if I got a shortcut, if I got dreads, if I got cornrow, when they see us, it's this dude might do something until you show him, nah, I'm a good guy, right? So it's the same thing that I was just saying, like with other races, and particularly I was talking about Caucasian, but it could be any race. You're going to have all white men, all Asian men. Then you're going to have a small sector within those men that might be gangsters or killers or mass murderers or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the ones that I'm talking about that need to be evaluated. It's mind-boggling to me that these guys still shooting up shit, walking into these places, shooting up all these people, and it's like they just can't do nothing about it. And these you understand, it's a certain demographic of people that's doing this shit. if you do something like that on American soil, that's like terrorist attack shit. That remind me of 9/11 when you do some shit like that. When you walk into a place and you murk out 20 people, 11, 13 people, 19 people. Like that shit remind me of, that's like some mass, come on, that's like American terrorism. So don't take or look at the videos and try to be defensive automatically on what I'm saying. Just listen, right? Because I'm only giving it to you from my angles. These my angles, baby. This is my perspective. You feel what I'm saying? And I be dead on a lot of the time. You feel me? Dead on. My brain, I'm like this all the time. I'm my nieces, my nephews, my kids, they all know. My wife, they all know me. I've been like this my whole life. I talk that shit, but now that, I can talk it to y'all, I can break it up into increments and I can break it up into little slots and do little videos. So it's not even a whole perspective. I probably could go for an hour on the subject, but I'm gonna give you 10 to 15 minutes of me just going in and out of these angles. You feel me? So yeah, it was no, I don't want nobody thinking that, because it ain't, I know, I'm cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We all got to go to the water hole and get water for our family. We all got to mingle together, nigga. But when you come to this big house, this castle, you come to this motherfucking castle, this my, this is what we do here. We gonna hold our shit down here. Just like if you go to a white person's house, they might have pictures of white people all over the walls. That's how it's supposed to be, actually. Because if that's their culture and their lineage, then that's what it is. So, I just feel like they was getting a little upset because of what I was saying. If I was saying shoot them up, kill, kill, bang, bang, black people, niggas wouldn't have had nothing to say. It would have been all good. You feel me? But what I'm just saying is, again, a certain demographic of people been shooting up. A certain demographic of people been shooting up, like establishments in America for fucking 50 years now. We can't classify them as terrorists. We can't classify them as something. You know what I'm saying? Because when black people turn violent and, we call thugs. Hey, these guys are thugs, man. That was our name. We took it, shit. We ain't cry about it. They call us thugs, then that's what it is. We thugs, right? But white people, they gotta get a name for these white men, not white people, but this small portion of these people that are shooting and killing, nah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is, you know, everybody want to be comfortable in a certain way. My daughter, my 12-year-old daughter, we going back and forth right now. My little 12-year-old daughter, yeah, girl, I can't wait till she has 18. I love her to death. But she was uncomfortable. I make her comfortable. Everybody wants to be comfortable, and when it's uncomfortable, they run, they duck, they hide, they scared because it's uncomfortable. But what you got to learn is, when something start feeling uncomfortable, run to that shit. Face it. Walk right up to it. Figure it out. Why is it uncomfortable? Make it comfortable. You understand? Don't run. And that's what you will find on a whole nother note, that, like I said, I could be talking about any race, because I'm gonna do it all. But right now we're talking about Caucasian people, right? Ask them, your friends, your Caucasian friends, next time you talk to them, hey man, where y'all from again? Oh yeah, okay, Yugoslavia, okay, shit. Hey, your grandma's from over there? Okay, damn, your grandma's still over there? Wow. Okay, how old is you? Shit, 80 years old. Wow, your grandma old. Ask them. Okay, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's dope, man. So what are you like? What are you really? You know what I'm saying? Because when you start, a lot of them, bro, that shit gets spooky, man. You hanging with them, but you can't go to Uncle Willie house. If they, for the summertime, they say, yeah, but we going to my Uncle Willie house, man. You can't come to Uncle Willie house. He in Mississippi. Uncle Willie, that, you understand what I'm saying? That's they people. So I'm like the Uncle Willie of my family. I'm the one that's gonna be like, nigga, this nigga got, somebody go look at this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Adam 22 got devil shit all over him. He be wearing shirts and shit. He's a devil. He's one of them. Okay. Well, you can't, you know what I'm saying? We don't do that in this culture, man. You can't. I'm that guy. I'm that uncle, man. you know. And when it come to American terrorism, you got to classify. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna lie, I would classify them niggas in Chicago as American terrorists, nigga. Them Chicago niggas, the way them boys shoot in Chicago, how they shoot everybody, kids, women, they don't care what it is. Motherfucker run up to you in the damn drive-through, shoot you and the newborn baby. That shit American terror. That shit happening on American soil, my nigga. That shit is American terrorism. It's American terrorism, bro. That's terrorism. But that's controlled terrorism. They terrorizing themselves. You feel me? These motherfuckers that I'm talking about that'll drive 2 hours to a Buffalo convenience store, start smoking, black people, whoever that's in there, see a white person and be like, nah, man, my bad, man. I ain't gonna mess with you. Let me go ahead and smoke the rest of these people with these. That's America terrorism. That's a terrorist, my nigga. That's a terrorist. You can't call it but what it is. So again, and I don't even do videos. But at the end of the day, like I said, these words is powerful. These words convict certain people. These words, his tongue is a sword, baby. Let me see. Hold on. I be having that one. Hold on, okay. I ain't gonna cut the lights on in here. This the living room table, but it's a sword. Let me show you real quick. If you can see it, if you can see, it's like a knife trying to. So I'm gonna show you the sword, man. The tongue, man. The tongue is a sword, my G. The tongue. Yeah. You see that? You see that? Yeah, that shit. The tongue is a sword, my G. The tongue is powerful. So I make sure that even if it's to come back up here and just to make sure that the narrative is right, correct it if it's not right. I'm gonna do that because I understand what this is, this thing, this camera, this YouTube, these platforms, this internet thing. It's another way to chant. You understand? It's another way for you to speak and to have millions of people listen to the words that you say. That is that puts you on that's another vibration. That's a chant. And if that shit is in any way like that, it come back and it'll bite you. So even with Caucasian people, I just wanted to make sure that was understood. That you know, you understand what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure that was understood. That it's not all white people. Just like they say, it's not all black people. It's not all white people. It's not all white people. But what it is a certain demographic, a certain portion. You understand? It's a certain portion that are American terrorists and gotta be the boy that just shot up the whole parade in Chicago. Come on, who is these? These dudes is weenies. They noodles. This dude couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, but he got an AK. He's shooting. It's American terrorism, bro. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business, and listen, you can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan, my G. You know what it is. And salute to everybody that's locked in, man. We only going up. We growing organically. You know, again, you got to watch how you play with this thing. You can easily get into it. It's easy to just get into back and forths with certain YouTubers and to do this to get the channel to pop off. I ain't pressed, man. A lot of people see these videos, so I just like to do it my way. You feel what I'm saying? But we growing organically. And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So look, man. Before I tap out, y'all, like I said, man, y'all go check out Adam 22, man. He does, he does millions and millions of views. It's no thing. But just, when you do watch his videos, watch his mannerisms, man. Check out all the devil shit that he be playing with. You feel what I'm saying? In T-Rail and AD, I'm guessing we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rocking with that. Y'all sliding with that. Uh, and then on top of that, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, man, my last video, you know, it's all respectfully, but it is what it is. It got to be addressed. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's have dialogue about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like these things, you know, these things aren't uncomfortable. It's grown man business. This is grown man conversation. We can have a dialogue. Yeah, for sure. No, look, man, this ain't no play sword now, baby. This shit is real. You feel me? Oh, look at that shit. Look at that shit. It's real, my G. This shit is real. This will cut your arm off, my G. Yo, if somebody came in my crib with a gun, if somebody came in the crib with a gun, and I could just like, and I creeped up on them, you feel what I'm saying? And then, whop, bruh, bruh, I'm gonna take this. This right here, cut this shit is no, look, bruh, I'm talking about what slice your arm off with you, motherfucker, bro. Feel me? When you get one, let me know. I'm about to line the StreamYard up. So I'm gonna be doing having incoming calls and all that. I'm gonna be letting people come up on the live and all that. And we could chop it up, man. It's all just free game. It's all just real gaming. You know, I thought that was very I don't know, man. That shit bugged me out. The whole yeah, man. I appreciate it. Uh, the whole Adam 22 situation just bugged me out because, you know, you got Leo Combs, you got all these guys, all these high eruption elites. And for some reason, instead of making money in their own culture, they come to our culture. They come to where we live. They come to where we make music. They come to where we do this shit at. And they capitalize and they get involved. And you always wonder why. Why is it? How is it all these guys, these Jewish guys, or these guys, or those guys, Slavic, at the top of this shit? There's nobody that look like me at the top of the culture that we run this shit. We create. Like, how did this shit happen? And when I saw that video about Adam 22, man, it just like made me, you know, I do a lot of celebrity shit. I talk about whatever's going on because I just like, you know, whatever come to my brain, I know my angles will be different. But when I saw that shit, it made me want to be. I'm about to get back on my higher up in elites. I'm about to put my foot back on their neck. I must have like chilled and took my foot off the gas, but I'm about to put my foot back on. And I'm about to get more involved with that. That's because that's what's happening all around us, my G. It's happening with motherfuckers that look like me, and then it's happening with a gang of people that don't look like me. But you know, you got other puppets and you got motherfuckers that look just like me, bro. They are us. They tap in and they lock you in. You feel me? And that's why my shit, you know, I don't like to do the whole rant of the shadow banning, but you gotta know shadow banning is real. I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of like, yo, check this, check that. And I'll be like, damn. But I don't even fight it because if I feel like if I feel like speaking on this shit, I'ma just speak on it. I don't know. I do the shit because it's fun and it go up, you know what I'm saying? And I love talk, but you know, but yeah, the shadow banning is real. How they shadow ban you when you get to talking and you get, that's why I said with this one, I was going to do a live stream. We an hour in. Hey, yo, man, it's your boy, Grown Man Business. You feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang. Yeah, I got to go, gang. I'm out of here.